Wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Göksel, and welcome everyone. Greetings from Istanbul. This is the last session of 2020 for Design Post-COVID-20. Of course, we're going to continue our program in 2021. It was a quite challenging year for all of us, and Alhamdulillah, we come to an end. And inshallah, we are going to hope for the better year for the future. I think this is one of the great topics that I see so far that we are going to discuss today with my dear colleague, Ms. Suhair Aljahlani from Yemen. She's going to discuss about the Islamic Heritage Program of ICYF. Without any further ado, I'm not going to introduce myself since I have already did in last week. I'm going to leave the floor to my dear colleague, Ms. Suhair, so she can proceed to her presentation. And inshallah, after the program, after her presentation, we are going to take the questions and answer from our dear participants. So Ms. Suhair, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Anas. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thanks, Anas, for the introduction. And at the beginning, I would like to thank Hamad bin Khalifa University and its team for hosting me today in the program. My name is Suhair, as Anas introduced me. I work for the ICYF as a project officer. It's just such a great honor for me to be in a part of this program. Actually, the program name Design Post-COVID Humanity is a very big program initiated by Hamad bin Khalifa University and the partners to take the advantages of the difficult period of the world is going through, and the outbreak of the corona and the wave of the pandemic in 2020. 2020 is heading to the end, as we all know. And although it was a very hard year for all of us, but still I'm confident that this year, though all the hardness of what happened within the year, I believe that it gave lessons to most of us, and it still carries some positivities to us in the sense of individual and and in the sense of your community. And I pardon you. I ask for your pardon because I have a sore throat today, but inshallah my voice will continue very good. So without any delay, because of the time constraint, let me start my presentation, and I will share my presentation now. Can you see it?
Let me see. Yes, we can.
So, okay, let me start with my presentation. My topic for today will be about the Islamic heritage. And let me introduce first who we are. I believe that we have a big number of audience, and some of them knows who are ICYF and others doesn't. So who we are the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. Is it working, Anas?
Let me see. I think there's a freeze in the. I'm not sure if I have the only problem here, but if anyone can check as well. Yes, now it's working.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
ICYF, at the beginning, let me introduce or give a brief introduction about ICYF. ICYF is a body that was established in 2004, and this body is non-commercial, non-partisan, and it's an international institution because we have been granted the affiliation to the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, which is considered the second biggest organization on the world after the UN. ICYF is a forum who is specialized for youth issues. And the main objectives of our mandate or mission is youth. And youth, or the Muslim, let's say the Muslim youth in the member state of OIC regions. In this sense, ICYF vision is to target this category, which is the Muslim youth, with the exclusive aim to invest on youth and develop their potentials under the umbrella of the ICYF values. Let me mention some of the ICYF prominent values. Well, actually, ICYF stresses on cooperation, which we organize the importance of working with the youth of the OIC organization and member states. We also concentrated on solidarity, and ICYF encourages the spirit of Islamic group solidarity and to share the ultimate interest of the global Muslim communities. Also, ICYF strives to ensure the highest level of the organization effectiveness in applying honesty and enhance all the programs towards great quality and efficiency. Now, let me start to introduce one of the main and biggest program that we are working in, which is the Islamic Heritage. Islamic Heritage was assigned to ICYF in the resolution number 736, accepted in the 46th session of OIC Council of Foreign Ministers. The Council welcomes initiative to ICYF to take this mission to introduce and promote the intellectual heritage to the youth. What do we aim, or what did we put in our minds to when we decided to implement the Islamic Heritage? Islamic Heritage in the history, in our program, but our program, since it's directed to the Muslim youth, so ours will never overlap with the other organizations who are working or specialized in Islamic heritage. ICYF objectives from this program is what did ICYF put in mind when it started to work intensively with this domain? ICYF wanted to promote the knowledge about the cultural contributions from the past up to the present. And it also thought about consolidating the importance of Islamic cultural heritage across the difficult locations and promotes among Muslims youth border communities. During this year, 2020, we, because of the pandemic, we were at the beginning planning to have a workshop and training programs in Islamic heritage with physical attendance of the audience. But because of the pandemic, we started to work online. So online sessions we started activity 1 of the Islamic heritage in the period between May and July 2020. This activity was a series of online sessions presented by expertise from all over the world. These expertise came on board to explain and to give their knowledge or to share their knowledge with the audience. The series, we had almost from 6 to 8, almost 8 sessions on the Islamic heritage. And we targeted from this online sessions is to promote some activities on the Islamic heritage scope because of the lockdown. So we thought that if we make some investment on the thoughts and the way that the youth knowledge about the Islamic heritage, those sessions exposed some ideas to stimulate some addressing such different tools and mechanisms. When the speakers came, they brought to the attention of the audience some of the practical tools and techniques that they use in order to train or to educate students or youth students about the Islamic heritage. After that, we have the Islamic heritage, the big umbrella, and we have some activities under this umbrella. Now, 10 days ago or 20 days ago, we launched a video contest about the Islamic Heritage Minute, and this is the call for application. This activity, number 2, under the umbrella of the overall Islamic Heritage Program, started to take a different mission on the Islamic heritage. This time, and through this activity, we put the youth in the middle. So this contest will be prepared, implemented, and presented by youth. ICYF only will take the role of evaluation and administrations the applications. What we aimed to have in this Heritage Minute video contest, we we give the audience or the youth to use their minds and their thoughts in order to present the beauty of the Islamic heritage. And I do believe that every and each one of this category of youth has his own way to present the beauty of the Islamic heritage. Activity 2 promoted to take another shape of the program. It focuses on the interactivity of the youth when they plan to present the Islamic heritage from their countries. In this contest, youth is asked or required to use their imagination to show the creativity to present a video of maximum 3 minutes. This 3 minutes has to show us or to show the jury members and to convince us about the why did they choose this video content. Actually, this contest will last for many seasons, but for each season we will have different theme and we will agree on different theme to have the contest on. The current heritage video contest is about the architecture or Islamic architecture. And if you go to the website, you can apply to the contest. And I have written down or mentioned down the link for application. But if you go to social media, to our website or social media in Instagram or Facebook, you can see the announcement call for application there. You can go through it and see all the requirements and conditions for application and to apply. What we aimed from the Heritage Minute Studio contest is to encourage them, as I said or mentioned before, to present to the world the beauty of the Islamic heritage in our countries and different community countries. Also, during when we worked in the preparation for this call for application, we put on mind that let the youth in this stage work. We will not do anything in the program, but we will only monitor their presentation and their willingness to contribute to the program. The activity as well will push them to dig in our heritage and contribute to highlight the significance of the Islamic heritage in different fields and scopes and cultures. Like cultures, we have science, we have architectures. The video contest also will emphasize on the Islamic architecture, as I mentioned, and our plan is to continue this activity in the following seasons by changing the theme. And the main thing that we will rely on when we change themes from season to season is the thought and the suggestions that we will receive from youth. Now I have some questions for the audience, but I will leave it, Anas, to the end. My presentation has finished. We can open the floor to the audience to ask questions. And before they ask questions, I would like to direct some questions to them, because our program, the Islamic Heritage, as I said, the big umbrella, has a slogan. We decided to have a slogan for this program, and it is to see the Islamic heritage seen through the eyes of youth. So since the segment that we are targeting is youth, I would like to hear or to listen from there some suggestions to take notes to have them in our future activities.
Thank you, Ms. Suhair, for the great presentation and the explanation of the Islamic Heritage Program of YCYF. And I would like to point out some few issues that maybe in these especially that we need some kind of programs, especially for the, when you look at the concept of Islamophobia and other issues that we are struggling at the moment. And these kind of programs are actually good for us to remind what is the good that we thought that has been taught to us when we were growing up. When we say Islamic heritage, it could be a historical heritage, or it could be cultural heritage, but it depends on the Islamic boundaries that we have since from our childhood. Whenever we are interacting with other people, we the world becomes like we should be ashamed because we are Muslims, but it shouldn't be like this. So that's why we should be sticking our heritage as much as we can, and more than ever, maybe now we need more than ever. So these kind of programs are actually important for us to remind again what are the best things in our heritages. So thank you again. The floor is open for any further points of information and the questions. Is there any in the house and the chat box? Let me see the chat box.
Let me start, Anas, with directing some questions to the audience until they have their questions ready.
Okay.
And if anyone would like to answer to the question, you take the lead and give them the floors.
Okay, sure.
The first questions or the issue that came to my mind while I was preparing the presentation to introduce the Islamic heritage is when we ask youth to present such contest or to contribute to the contest or to present such a topic, I guess youth plays a significant role in the spread and propagations of Islam across different cultures, because the Muslim youths are all around the world. I would like to know from the audience, what are the challenges that may encounter while assimilating Islamic heritage or one of their activities?
Thank you.
I'm sure, yes, I'm sure that when they try to present the Islamic heritage to the world, they must have encountered some challenges. I would like to know or to hear some of these challenges so we can take them into consideration in our preparation and for future programs.
Thank you. The question is well taken. Hojam, do you have an answer for the question?
Not an answer, but actually I have a very kind request for clarification, just for the sake of the overall hour of our program. I couldn't understand what is meant by assimilation. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, or like could please our guest could explain. Sorry?
Let's say presenting the Islamic heritage.
Okay, that's good. Presenting Islamic heritage. Thank you.
Yes, because I do believe when they think to or plan or they have the intention to present this kind of Islamic heritage to the world, they might encounter some challenges. We would like to know about these challenges that they face while they are doing their mission.
Sure. Thank you so much. Okay, the youth, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Hojam. Thank you for the clarification, Ms. Suhair. Is there anyone from our audience to wish to present their ideas or concerns about the questions that is being raised recently? If it's yes, please raise hand in the chat box or in the Zoom so I can recognize you. If not, we will continue with the questions as well. So is there anyone from our audience wish to present their ideas and concerns about the question that has been raised? I see none so far. Yes, there's no one in the Zoom from our participants that they don't I think want to share their ideas or concerns about the question has been raised. So is there any questions towards the speaker as well?
Or is there anyone planning to involve this project or make an apply for this project?
Yes, yeah, it's also another good question.
Yeah,
I guess everyone waiting to 2021.
I think so. Yes, it's also obvious. Yeah.
yeah.
But I would like to add something to the audience.
Sure.
Without sharing their thoughts and what they think about the programs or how can we invest much on that program, we will not be able to reach a very big segment of the audience. So what I intended to do when I asked the questions, to take notes, because while we are preparing the programs, we are looking at the program from one corner. But if we are looking from both sides, from the eyes of the presenter and the eyes of the youth who will contribute to the program, it will make it easier for us to develop and to design the future programs in a very broad aspect.
So
maybe I can ask a question, a very general one. But I see one
think,
question actually. Jamila is asking. I think, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we have one raised hand in the.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hi everyone.
Yes.
Hi, Abu Bakr.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It has been a great time to be with the CYF in order to enhance my skills and knowledge towards Islamic heritage. I one of those participants who contributed to the application of these activities. From the past Ramadan, I have applied an activity that relates to the Islamic heritage and what comes to the mind of the youth when according to the Islamic heritage. So I have the advantage, and I have tried to be of those youth who contribute to these activities, and I will be on my way to take advantage of these activities, and I'm ready. And according to the Islamic heritage, there are lots of challenges facing to youth when presenting the Islamic heritage. First, lack of full of understanding is what has been aimed to the Islamic heritage. Second, the different culture from the Islamic countries, which will be a focal point in the presenting the Islamic heritage. So I see. I will suggest before presenting Islamic heritage, and the ICYF should print or take. It is an effort in printing and all those papers relating to the Islamic heritage and distribute to the Islamic libraries in order to absorb the youth what is the meaning of Islamic heritage and what is the great aim behind the Islamic heritage. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. So Suhair, I think it's well taken.
Yes, I took the notes.
Yes, thank you. We have a question from Miss Fatima Al-Zahra Al-Haruni. Miss Fatima, you may proceed.
First of all, thank you so much for the presentation. So I want to share with you one of the challenges that we may have, which is when we talk about history, we have a lot of resources. So how we can choose the best source of information and which one we can include, I think we should have basics to be able to choose the best sources. So this is just a challenge that I wanted to share with you.
Okay. So
Thank
you
you.
mean, Fatma, that the resources that you have or you can rely on is the challenge?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We have a question regarding the age limit for the program, Ms. Suhair. Is there any, because since we say youth, what is the group, age group for this program?
Are you asking about the video contest that is on live now?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
They just maybe because they said program, not specific name is mentioned.
If they are asking about the video contest that is announced 2 weeks ago, the age limit is from 18 to 30.
18 to 30, thank you. And there's a follow-up question. Since the organization is an international organization, do you have an interaction and ties with other organizations apart from YC?
Yes, we do have. We do have with some institutions that are working within the same scope. And we now have, for this program, we have partners from OIC organizations, institutions, and we are working for the future to have on board like different institutions we already have in the first activity like UNESCO and others. And for the future, we are working to build up new partnership with different institutions not affiliated to the OIC.
Thank you. I think the answer is well taken.
Dear Enes, I see a question from one of our champions, Cemile.
Yes.
And she said, actually, I would like to apply for the contest, but it says must be pre-existing published content.
Suhair,
yes.
Can you answer? Yeah.
Yes, actually, because we don't want people or applicants to have contribution to this program for the sake only to contribute. Mm-hmm. We put one condition that these applicants has already published something in the YouTube channels, or they have right. YouTube channels. Mm-hmm. It's not, we didn't meant by this condition that they have published the videos in the same topic, but they have interactivity with the YouTube and social media within the same scope.
Great. Fair enough.
Thank you. Fair enough. Yes, there's a thank you. Any further questions regarding the program?
One question, two questions.
Yes, in the chat. Yes, I just saw. What about having an Instagram with a similar videos? They asked Mr. Omar Musali.
Actually, we will accept everything, but we will give priorities to those who have fulfilled the whole conditions which we put in the contest. Because when we put the contest condition, as I told you, we had a meeting with different entities, and we agreed and reached at the end that the one who will win the prize has to present very unique video with applying all the rules and conditions. But of course, we will take other social media platforms into consideration.
Thank you. There's one more question. What will be the fate of organization in next 10 years in the terms of membership?
Actually, I didn't get the question.
I think when they say organization, I think it's ICYF. What is the fate of ICYF in the next 10 years in the terms of membership? I think when they say membership, engaging with other institutions, or Mr. Tekan, can you please more clear about your question?
If I understand the question correct, ICYF is looking forward to expand their partnership with different institutions in the worldwide, not only to have a certain category of youth to target. So I guess in the future 10 years ahead, we will be having more, let's say, geographical institutions, plus our activities will reach more and wide range of the youth, if I understood the question correct.
Thank you.
And of
Thank
course,
you, Ms. Suhair.
and of course, we are working also not only for the Islamic heritage. ICYF is trying to expand its activities in overall, in all the programs that it presents and works on.
Thank you, Ms. Suhair. Is the answer is well taken? If not, please respond if there's any missing point left from the chat box so I can follow up. Yes, Mr. Tekan?
No, sure. The question was quite it was answered properly. Thanks very much for the answer. That's what I was wishing for to get from her, and she answered it so brilliantly. Thanks very much for that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Correctly, okay.
Thank you. Any further questions from our audience regarding the topic? If not, I think we may close the program.
I guess we can finalize with our New Year wishes, and we can start with you, dear Enes, and dear Aljahlani. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I did in the beginning. Since 2020 was actually really the most challenging year of my life. I'm 27 years old, but I haven't seen such a hard year. Maybe I think it was one time. I think it was 2016 or 17. When there was a terror attack to Istanbul, I thought that year might be the worst year of my life. But then actually 2020 is, overplayed the 2017, I guess. Even in the beginning, there was like catastrophic earthquakes, big celebrity loss like NBA star Kobe Bryant. People were shocked, and then COVID outbreak actually that changed our entire life. Of course, there are a lot of lessons could be taken, and I saw one comment the other day. They said, the people were ready to go on with a digital change, but this COVID made it happen so quick. In 1 year, the entire world made this process so faster. So people just, transfer their entire program and projects, everything, their entire workload to a digital platform. So it's actually, if we are trying to look at the, bright side of 2020, I can say this maybe. But, rather than that, it was a kind of boring year. We spent in our homes in, 4 square meters. And, I believe many of us took a lot of weights, including me, no gym, no practicing, nothing, even, you don't go work, you don't walk. So it was kind of quite challenging year. And I wish for the best for 2021. Inshallah, everything will go better.
Thank you for your kind messages. I'm totally agree with you. Here, Jani. What's your wishes for our participants and for 2021? And dear Aljahlani,
Suhair,
can you share your wishes for our participants?
I guess I have something in mind. Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Can you hear me now?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, for me, I will add my voice to Anas because 2020 was a very hard year for all of us, but I do believe that even if it was hard, there is some bright areas that we have to look back into. because I know that it is very hard to stay home and to be locked down for a long time, but this opportunity give us the chance to discover ourselves, our skills, our potentials. So I do believe that all the audience has gone through this experience, and they have learned a lot from this hard time, and the difficulties were turned to brilliancy to them. I wish to all the audience and to you all a very happy new year and very healthy one. And whatever we couldn't achieve in 2020, we will look into 2021, inshallah, to fulfill them in 2021.
Inshallah.
So much.
Ranjam, do you have any thoughts or wishes for the new year?
Yeah, of course. But first of all, special thanks to dear Ms. Suhair and all the ICYF team for helping organize this important contribution to our program. My wish is kind of centered around our program. This program actually is, I believe, about making the wishes come true, right? It's about helping the youth, enabling the youth, empowering the youth to act as catalyzers for change. Of course, we all do make calculations, right? Muhasaba of like what is good, what is bad, what could have been better, what could have been worse, you know, like, is it gonna be better or the worst is yet to come, or we don't know. But it really doesn't matter, because what matters is where are we in terms of humanity, in terms of our values, in terms of our behaviors, in terms of our attitudes, right? So as long as we move forward, I don't believe that there's any kind of crisis or human disaster or natural tragedy that can prevent human beings to flourish, to kind of like excel. So we need to actually, as Sheikh Moza said, and I think you have heard about this phrase a lot, we have to come back to our senses. So that's, I believe, the key component. And my expectation is, I hope 2021 will be a year in which we will be actually moving towards a situation, a state of mind where we care about our senses and we can actually reconnect with humanity. And I really believe that this program will make change on this front. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Hojam. Thank you for your kind wishes as well. Mr. Göksel, and lastly, your wishes.
I can finalize. I guess it was the best thing in this program. Our paths crossed a precious women's and men's from all over the world, and we made a special level for everyone, especially for the post-COVID humanity. And this message is totally we are all one, and we can rethink something about our life, something about our daily life, and we can redesign. We can redesign a special one for everyone, a meaningful, equal, a good one. And I'd like to say, first of all, and I wish everyone a good, healthy, and meaningful, and full of love for 2021. And please, we can also let it be a year where you act like a designer, because we can design our lives, we can design our paths, and I wish totally for everyone a good year.
Thank you very much, having this said, we have come to an end for the last session of the year, and inshallah we will see you in 2021. I think it's 3 days later. We are going to finalize the worst year of our lives, probably. So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and see you all soon, inshallah. Good year.
Thank you to all. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. Have a nice year.